And we're live. What's good, everybody? Coop of the morning. Good God. Good God. I'm still waking up because I just woke up like 15 minutes ago. I had a pretty fucking crazy dream. Didn't like it at all. At all. I'm not gonna lie. It's like a cross between Ferris Bueller's Day Off and Risky Business shit with the car. True story. Wait for some people to get in here, then I'll go in detail about that. True story. Or maybe we won't get notifications because I'm probably gonna keep this brief. Like probably 30 minutes to an hour. Not hours. Probably like 30 minutes. Just need to wake up, drink my coffee, and then we're gonna go put Christian's motor on the pallet and ratchet strap it down and send it on its way to Christian. So that'll be awesome. Come on, remote work. I think I need It's the problem with having something you've had for like 17 years. Stereo works great. Remote is dying. True story. I got somebody on the head counter. Ugh, my fucking knee, dude. Every time I sit like this joint on my knee, dude. We're gonna have some problems later in life, or they're just beginning. One of the two. 0 on the head counter. Okay. Farewell, whoever the fuck. Ooh. Well, I guess I'll just jump into it. I had this crazy ass dream. I was driving the fucking new car, and some dude is in front of me in like a Cadillac, like a '90s Cadillac, not particularly a nice old Cadillac or a nice new Cadillac, just like a run-of-the-mill '90s Cadillac with like North Star. And he's like weaving. It's like it looks like he's warming up the tires or blocking or something. So I pass him like it's like not 2-lane road, but a 4-lane road. Then some like white Mustang wants to race. Then they don't want to race, but I keep going, and I go around this right bend, but it dips down. Car spins out, fucking lose control, and somehow I fly out of the car, and then I'm just like standing. It's a really weird dream. So then I go run and look where my car is, and it's like on the edge of a hill next to like a fucking lake. I'm like, so it's sitting there, and it's not in the lake yet. It's like on this hill, and it's like sitting at like it's sitting somehow upright, and then I go to like try to get in it to try to like pull it up the hill real quick, and the motherfucker just falls backwards and goes in the lake, and I chase after it. I'm like, no. Yeah. It's pretty fucking bizarre. Woke up in a cold sweat. I was like, did that shit happen? That better not happen today. Yeah. one on the head counter. Who we got? Who's lurking? You're looking at a guy waking up, drinking coffee, smoking cigarettes, and talking about wild ass dreams. How the fuck's it going? And we got another one on the head counter. Who we got? You crawl and you cut out the letters that make up this nose. George, what's up, man? How you doing? Hey, buddy, what's up? Fucking, just waking up, man. I was talking about this crazy dream I had where, I wrecked a new car. It was a horrible dream. I mean, so it wasn't a dream, it was more like a nightmare, but it was vivid as fuck, man. I didn't like it. Woke up and I was like, what the fuck? Usually if I have a bad dream, it involves like ex-girlfriends trying to kill me or something like that. True story. Funny story about dreams. Before my girlfriend in Tennessee, we broke up, I had a dream that her and her brother tried to kill me. It was like next level insanity. So fucking, I told her that, and she was like, well, as long as you never leave me, I won't kill you. And I was like, what the fuck? It's like, you really are in that case. Cam, what's up, man? How you doing? So we got Cam and George, and we got someone lurking in the background. Maybe somebody's shades casting. I don't know. Cam, fuck that. Shit, guys. Cam's freshly airbrushed S2000. Or his mom's S2000. I really dig the airbrush work. I think it looks pretty dope. See, like, I don't know if I'd ever get that on my car, like, because I'm not really into like wraps and vinyl graphics and like all that. Or like, I think airbrush would be something, like if I were gonna get something like a graphic on the fucking hood, it would definitely be airbrush. It wouldn't be like some Paul Walker vinyl shredder graphic or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Where's that? Look at this beast. If this shit will focus. Like, that shit is clean. That airbrush work, man, that took some time. This would be two. Get some. Come on, Cam, do you think? Right when I get focused and shit. Stop that. That shit's clean though. It's motherfucking Dead Spirits. True story. Cam says, hey Shades, hey George. Yes, sir. But yeah, today's mission is to get the motor on the pallet, ratchet strap it down. I already got Christian a rear mount and some inserts if he needs it, because his rear mount is apparently just fucking destroyed. And then I'll be at O'Reilly, so like when I get the ratchet straps, I'm gonna get some 14mm nuts that don't have welded on washers, you know. That's a pretty big pain in the ass. Like, so fucking stupid. I mean, I like this New Speed strut tower bar, but it is a pain in the ass to run it. Because like with certain, like, let's say you get like a Cusco or a Spoon or something that has like flat, just like goes over it, you know, like inlets basically, not like these like channels like the New Speed has. Like it's pretty rugged. It's not really easy on your threads, on the pitches of your strut tower, you know, bolts. So when you're trying to get it on there, it's trying to fight one way, it's trying to fight the other way, but it just hasn't been on a car in so long. It's like, hey, it's trying to go back to being off a little bit. True story. Oh my goodness, what's going on with you guys in your neck of the woods? It's an ugly day here, on and off raining. It's actually cold outside today. It's maybe, I'd say 60. It's like 62 outside, I think. Let's see. Cam says so no more leaks. That's what I'm hoping. They say that Flex Seal takes 48 hours to fully seal, 24 hours to semi-seal. So I've been using the garage like periodically. Just I'm in the garage right now, so like it's really fucking great. It's 61. I was exactly right almost. I said it was 60 or 62 probably, and it's cloudy, 61. So Saturday, they say the sun will peak out at 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m. We'll get up to 60, 76, 77. Saturday's partly sunny, partly cloudy. Sunday and Monday are going to be sunny. Not too bad. Yeah, Richmond 59. See, I say I'm from Richmond because Richmond's the nearest city. Well, like I live in the suburbs outside of whatchamacallit, outside of Richmond. I'm like 25 minutes away from Richmond. 3, 6, 9, dead on money. But yeah, the Flex Seal, dude, I think it'll work, man, because I don't know how to describe it. That when you look at those cabin pressure ducts, let's say you sprayed some like degreaser, like any like cleaner, glass cleaner, anything around the perimeter, and got the spongy like grommet gasket type material wet, when you would press on it, it would soak up really good. Like it wasn't like water resistant whatsoever. So I'm pretty positive that's where it was coming from. You know, had to be. Because I know for 100% fact now that I took the bumper off and looked at the sunroof drain tube valves from the outside, not the inside, they are completely 100% seated now. They're not, the one on the left side where the leak was happening, it was halfway in, halfway out. From the inside, it looked like it was completely seated, but it felt kind of loose, and I knew that. So then we took the bumper off. The lip of it, it's got like imagine like you got like wall, and your metal's in here. So you got to get it on this side, but you got to get on that side. The outside side was it wasn't seated properly, so that could be a twofer. Could be the cabin duct, and it could be the sunroof drain tube valve wasn't fully seated right. True story. What do we got? Jamal's here. What's up, man? Jamal. It's always so confusing when you changed your name to Jay Valencia, and I was like, oh, it's Jamal. Now it's JV, and I'm like, is that Jamal? Is that fucking Jamal? It's funny you got here. I was listening to some motherfucking Mars Volta. I woke up and I was in a Mars Volta mood. I mean, I'm always in a Mars Volta mood, but specifically a Mars Volta mood. Do. Cage says, fingers crossed, no more leaks. Man, I would love that, dude. I really would. It'd be very turn the car around. Because, like, we thought it was the hatch. But I don't think it could be the hatch. Like, I know those ugly ass holes would be suspect. Like, oh, dude, it's not sealed up. Like, but that water, if it got in those holes, it'd have to be a fuckload of water, like a flood, basically, come down the runner. Somehow, and it's going downhill, so it's like, it's not going to fill up enough to get in the hole. And if it got in the hole, it would channel down the fucking hatch and get in the spare tire well, you know? I understand that. Mad Marlone, what's up, man? Hello, everyone. How you doing, Mad Marlone? JB says, hey, Marlone. But yeah, that dream I woke up to this morning, man, that was fucking nightmare. It was scary as shit. I was like, dude, like vivid ass dreams, man. They like really, I don't know for all you guys that have ever done a bunch of drugs. Seems like people that do a bunch of drugs really have vivid dreams. I mean, I don't know. Maybe sober people never did any drugs. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know. I feel like I'm like lucid dreaming or some shit. Fucking astral project into some other place. It's fucking insane. Jamal says, what dream? So I woke up from this dream. It's a nightmare. I was driving a new car, and fucking some person in front of me is like weaving and doing crazy shit, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm getting away from this idiot. So I pass him. Then some like muscle car, like a white Mustang or something, is trying to race me. So I start getting on it, and then he disappears. He's nowhere to be found. So like I don't see that at first. Like I kind of do, but I keep on it. I go around this right turn, but it dipped down. Car spins out. Fucking flies down a hill. So somehow I get thrown out of the car and I just like land on my feet, not hurt at all. I'm like, where'd my car go? What the fuck just happened? So I go run down the hill and look where my car is. It's like at the edge of a lake, and it's like teetering. It's like almost like some risky business shit, you know, like where his dad's car is on the pier and he tries to go save it, and then the bridge collapses and he's fucked. It was almost like some shit like that. It was fucking crazy. I woke up and I was like, Jamal says, I used to smoke copious amounts of weed. Yeah, you and me both, man. I kind of miss that lifestyle, but I don't. I don't know. Because, like, you're smoking weed, so, like, you're hanging out with other people that smoke weed, and, like, you think you have this, like, camaraderie through weed. And, like, you think you're like, oh, yeah, we're alike. We smoke weed. And, like, you really are, like, polar opposites. Like, if you take the weed away, you're, like, you're not the same people. Cam, Jamal says, holy shit, that sounds like a freaky dream. Cam says, that's what you get for using the flood thumbnail. Probably. I think just thinking about cars and everything that happened, I mean, it's just subconscious. True story. And watching like Initial D and shit, and tons of car activity, and, you know, rain, water. Like, water will not leave us alone. It will not leave us alone. Jamal says, I stopped when I started to get heart speeding up. Dude, me too. Freaked me the fuck out. I got smoke and I'd like feel like I couldn't breathe. Like my heart would be like do 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 do, like some kind of fucked up drum and bass click track. And yeah, I didn't like it. Used to be a chill thing, like it made you feel perfect. And then now it makes me feel like fucked up. Like I think they genetically modified weed when it became legal or something. I don't know. They fucked it up somehow. Because it's not about too strong. It's about too wrong. Like, too strong is not a thing. I used to smoke fucking Granddaddy Purple Keef. Just Keef. Like, straight Keef. Pressed Keef. You smoke all kinds of shit. You know what I mean? So, like, potency wise, that's not a problem. They've added some shit to it that I don't understand. I don't know what to say about it. Every time anyone's like, dude, you don't smoke weed anymore, you gotta. And I'll like take a little hit or something. And I'm like, dude, I feel like I'm fucking dying. Like, what is this shit? Unless you know the people that grew your weed, you really don't know what the fuck's in it, you know? And that's why they say on the shit, they say some shit on the side of it. It's like, this has not been FDA approved or some shit. I mean, FDA approved doesn't mean shit either, but it hasn't been quality controlled. They don't know how much THC is in it. They don't know what's in it. They don't know what fertilizer was used with it. They don't know anything about it. Basically, they're just like, here, it's 90% THC hash oil or 28% weed or whatever the fuck, you know? Like, shit's weird. It's weird how shit changes. I think they did that on purpose. Because before weed became full blown legal in like Colorado and all the other states and stuff, like weed was great. I don't understand it. Good old Frashante, some motherfucking water. Seeing as we're talking about water. This is off Shadows Collide with People. It's like the oddest song. I mean, not really odd, just like different song. It has this weird intro. And it gets like super like happy melodic sounding. Like it almost doesn't even sound like Frashante. Like this sounds like that intro doesn't sound like Frashante or the chorus or whatever. The verse sounds like it though. I don't know. Jamal says going for a drive today. I'd say so. I gotta go to O'Reilly, get some ratchet straps, some nuts for the strut towers, so I can get the strut tower bar on because the strut tower nuts on there now have welded on washers and they don't fit my strut tower bar. So yeah. Frashante's a fucking beast though. Cam says waiting on that limiter pull. Yeah, I'm just trying to give it some time to break in. You know, if I broke something, that motor blew up, dude. I also found out, I don't know if I told you guys or not, I found out about the whole synthetic oil, you know, it said on my receipt they put synthetic oil in my car. I was like really worried about it because I don't know if the motor's life had conventional oil because it could be a problem. It could open up a can of worms or whatever. It's not full synthetic, it's synthetic blend. So I was like, so I can put conventional in it. And he's like, oh yeah. He's like, I would put conventional in it, honestly. Cam says K28 VTEC cams a lot more aggressive than old. Dude, it sounds like it, man. It sounds like really fucking aggressive. Like almost like kind of like worries me. But I just got to keep reminding myself like, hey, this is a different cam. It's supposed to sound this way. Cam says these days you can mix synthetic with mineral oils. I mean, I've always used Pennzoil 5W30, just conventional motor oil. That's what my tech's always used. Seems to do the trick. Jamal says, how much is a gallon of gas at the moment in the United States? Let's see, Shell gas prices. Gas buddy. 2, 3, 4. Premium. So we got the Shell right near me that I usually go to. It's $3.22. Costco's $2.78, but I wouldn't touch that. Kroger's $2.92. I wouldn't touch that. Amoco's $3.25. Exxon's $3.25. So Shell, I mean, dude, Shell and BP's $3.12. So like Shell is, in my opinion, Shell is really good gas. I trust Shell. I don't know why. You know, Exxon. If you think about it, Exxon Valdez and Shell are the top two big daddy oil gas companies. So I would assume it's kind of like Pennzoil. You have so many oil refineries in the world, but Pennzoil is like one of the biggest ones. So like, I know it sounds like kind of weird, like, oh, you're going with the big guys. Yeah, because they have better facilities. They're richer. Like whoever's got the biggest and best oil refinery is probably going to have the best oil or gas. You know what I mean? Jamal says it's freaking $2 a liter in New Zealand. Total ripoff. Good God, dude. That's intense. Yeah, fucking 322. 322 a gallon. How many liters are in a, I know it sounds stupid. I'm still waking up. How many liters are in a gallon? There's fucking 2 liters, or is it 4? I'm thinking of quarts and liters. There's either 2 quarts in a gallon or 2 liters or 4 liters. I'm not sure. Let's look this shit up. How many liters in a gallon? 3.78, so almost 4. I wasn't off. So you guys would be paying $2, $6 a gallon, dude. Jesus. It's intense. That is intense. Intense. Oh my goodness. Cam says, damn, so expensive compared to what you're paying. Small says 180 in Melbourne, Cam. That's gone up in price too. Damn. But yeah, fucking might be getting closer to doing some pulls today, Cam. Just trying to break her in nicely. Dude, fucking I'm still kind of like a little freaked out by that 4th gear pop out. That happened a couple times. I mean, I'll put it to you this way. At least it didn't pop out. It's not popping out when you're driving. It's popping out when you're shifting. When you're shifting up to 3rd or down to 3rd or up to 5th. It just feels like not like kind of notched weird. like it like shuttered forward, but it's not popping out when you're driving. That's a real pop out. Like let's say you're in third gear and you're going around the turn and the shit pops out of gear. That's a real pop out. I'm not talking about something like that. I didn't elaborate on that last time. Cam says, yes, school holidays here right now, so it's up in price. But yeah, I didn't know if I elaborated on that last time, guys. Like, it's not popping out. Like, you would say, like, a real pop out is when you're driving. Like, let's say you're in fourth, going around a turn, and it pops out or something. That would be a real fourth gear pop out. Cam says, check those shift stops to make sure. Cam says it's a different box from when you put the shifter in. That is true, but like they all engage the same, really. But because it's like, yeah, I guess it'd be good to like recalibrate them or whatever, readjust them. But honestly, I don't know how to describe it. Song reminds me of Twin Peaks. Fucking looking forward to you doing a video drive. Oh yeah, dude, it's gonna be a long one. I'm gonna give y'all like not like some like 10-minute video, just like, you know, it's gonna be a lot of driving. Let y'all get first reaction. You know, it's gonna be like a time. It's probably gonna be like a 45-minute video, just like first week of driving. It's gonna be like day one. Whoa, look at this driving. Day two. All right, day two. You know what I mean? Cam says, tick all the boxes and eliminate possible causes. Tick all the boxes. What do you mean? Yeah, I mean, I think I'm not sure. I'm not positive. I'm not sure if they put I'm not sure if they use the old shifter cables like that were in the car, or if they put the new shifter cables in there. They're exactly the same though. Jamal says, awesome. Okay, got you. Check shit out. Gotcha. Hey. Yeah, I mean, all the gears are there. They hold up. It's not popping out while I'm driving, you know? But yeah, it was just kind of like weird. Like I was literally like shifting from fourth like to neutral to fucking third or fifth or whatever the hell it was, and it literally was like did it itself, kind of like, you know, as soon as I was coming out of fourth and going towards neutral, like it like shifted to neutral itself, kind of like shuttered. Could just be shits, you know, settling in basically. New transmission fluid, new oil, new seals, new rear main seal, new everything, front crank seal. All that, you gotta think everything that could be revived is new. Timing chain, oil pump chain, all that shit. True story. Camp says they would have used your cables that were already in. That's true. That's what I was thinking. They look like the same they look like the same cables, like the exact same ones, kind of, but they look like newer because the ones that came with the DC5R swap definitely look better than mine. They didn't have like any like scratches or like wear on them. Basically, I was like, just like on the finish that you see, like the actual ends of the cables that attach to the K-Tune shifter. Cam says, Did they give you back all your old parts? They were sitting at the shop. I gotta go take a van or something because I got exhaust. I gotta take a bigger car because I can't fit it all in my RSX without like scratching shit up. I'm not trying to scratch shit up. I'm not trying to scratch up M&M goodies. Broke Dad's here. What's up, man? How the fuck you doing? How are you, Broke Dad? Have you got your car back yet? I saw you posted yesterday and you're like, I hope I get it back today. Did you get it back? Or is today the day? Ugh. Cam says, hey, Broke Dad. Broke Dad says, hey. Broke Dad, that last little live stream you were talking about Weezer, I vibe with that, dude. Nobody likes Weezer for Weezer. That's like some age 15 shit for me. Like, I remember when I met my first girlfriend, she was definitely into Weezer. And I was definitely like, Weezer kind of sucks. They only had one good song, Buddy Holly. And it's not even that great of a song. Because back when I was 15 and I found the Mars Volta, it pretty much killed all other music. I was like, dude, the Mars Volta is probably the best band in the fucking world. Nobody's this technically crazy, you know? And it's funny too, because I know you're a big Oasis fan, but like Weezer and Oasis was right around the same time. First girlfriend music. Fucking What's the Story, Morning Glory, you know? True story. That shit was crazy. Broke Dad says today, well, this night, I'm enjoying bacon and coffee with the kids right now. Nice, dude. Nobody does. Nobody does. Nobody likes that shit. Broke Dad says, yeah, they were. Yeah, they were to Oasis and Weezer being kind of around the same time frame, or yeah, they were to Mars Volta was the shit. Or both. Like I remember where like music was like different for me from that point on when I like the first time I heard Deerhoof and the first time I heard Mars Volta, it was definitely like life changing. I was like, dude, this is like not like anything else I've ever fucking heard. I think I heard Mars Volta first, and then started getting into the Flaming Lips, and then went to a Flaming Lips show and discovered Deerhoof. And once I saw Deerhoof, shit was crazy. Let's see. Yeah, they were around the same time, mid 90s. Right. And then you got fucking 15, 16-year-olds listening to it in like mid 2000s, 2 decades late. Or 1 decade late, sorry. Jamal says Mars Volta, they push the limits of creativity. Yeah, they're kind of like almost like our King Crimson or Pink Floyd or something, man. I swear. Brooke Dad says, wasn't Mars Volta members of Tool? No, they weren't. But I think what you're thinking is they toured with Tool, like System of a Down and Tool and like Red Hot Chili Peppers and stuff. They were on tour. They opened up for those bands a lot of times because those are the big headliners, you know. And Mars Volta was, you know, at the time they weren't as critically renowned, even though they were like better musicians than Tool or System of a Down or Red Hot Chili Peppers, in my opinion. Gato, what's a dream? What is a dream? It's an unconscious state of trippiness. Rick, that says, sup, Gato, how's the truck? Cam says, not heard of some of these bands. Fucking Cam, like this guy, Omar. That's the guitar player in the Mars Volta. And Mars Volta's not a band anymore, unfortunately, but yeah. Elias, man, I watched your I watched the front wheel drive drag racing video of you taking the Type R down the strip, man. 14.5? I'm a little disappointed. I think it should be like a second quicker. What's going on? What the fuck? Got this says, what's up? Truck's amazing. Can't wait to use it to trailer the cars to races. Nice. But am I wrong? Shouldn't the Type R throw down like mid 13s or something? Got this as, yeah, 14.5. The launch wasn't good and my tires were garbage. That would do it. Cam says FK8's a heavy car. Yeah, it is pretty heavy. That'd be a funny race. Imagine you and me racing and you had a 14.5 and I beat you. That wouldn't look good. Got this says also rear wheel drive is better. It is, but if you get dusted by a car with 100 less horsepower, it's not gonna look good. Cam, what's your supercharged DC5 ran at the track before? You have like 380, you said. I'm curious. Let's see. Cam says, can't wait to get back on the strip. JV says, got a request pattern against user at the drive-in. He wants that heavy Omar. That good Omar. Oh yeah. Yeah, at the drive-in was definitely like an interesting time for Mars Volta before they were Mars Volta for sure. The more I listen to it, it almost reminds me of like something about the vocal of Cedric's reminds me of Zach De La Rocha from Rage Against the Machine a little bit. Got this says, I just found out that a really good drag strip is only 20 minutes from my house, and now he's on board. Cam says, not been on the strip with the Charger yet, hoping for 11s. Fuck yeah. Wing King, he says, cats drool, dogs rule. That's like some straight 90s. Fuck, what movie is that from, man? I don't even know. What's up, guys? How you doing, Wing? How are you, Wing? Jamal says, hey, Wing. Blind got this as hot. I can't deny drag racing is fun. That's what it comes down to. It's not about logic. Because if it came down to logic, everyone would just have rear wheel or all wheel drive cars. But it's a fun challenge, you know. Can I not break an axle? Can I not money shift? Can I get a decent time with a front wheel drive fucking 4-cylinder? Wing King says cats versus dogs. There you go. That's what it was. Cam says, hey, Wing. Cam says, true that, Elias. Wing says drag is quick and fun. Yeah, you know, I mean, it's not no toge. Ain't no circuit or time attack where you got to keep putting down lap times and fucking hug the turns and all that shit, you know. It's just, let's see how fast and quick I can go without running into the barrier. I actually found something out about my tech. I don't know if this is true or not. I heard it's like cannon fodder from another person, but they said my tech back in the day when S2000s first came out, he took a supercharged one. He supercharged one, took it to the drag strip, fucking launched that bitch down the drag strip, and towards the end, lost control and ran the bitch through a chain link fence at the end, like when you're supposed to be, you know, slowing down basically. True story. Jamal says, I seen a cat chase a big dog down the street the other day. It was vicious. That ain't no Garfield eating lasagna. Also, I think what you eat before you sleep really has something to do with dreams. Like if you eat a really dank ass, like fatty, like lasagna. That's what I had last night. Lasagna from Maggiano's. And coincidentally, I had a fucking crazy ass dream. Really a nightmare, but just fucking wild style. Gata says, I can't get over how relaxed the atmosphere was. Just run when you want, as many times as you want, chill out, no crazy rules because no one's about to just die. Yeah, man. Definitely. I mean, like when we were at Honda Day last April, like that's different. That's like a bracket, you know, so probably couldn't have picked up on that because, like, you know, and it was snowing too. So, like, you know, it seemed like they were getting delayed like every 15 minutes. Like they would race for 10 or 15 minutes and then get delayed for 15 minutes. Wayne King says, but Togay is king. Togay. Cam says it's not so much racing others. It's racing yourself and getting a better PB. Wayne King says, got there. Did you stop by ATL already? Whoa. It's time for that Doom featuring RZA. See, this fucking guitar, this beat and guitar riff is like addicting. Gato says, yeah, I've been there and back. I'll be back again at the end of October for a week. Hell yeah. Gato says, just hired someone to assist me in managing the East. Booyah. Legit, man. Fucking, trying to think, what the hell was I about to say? So I've been like looking at my engine bay from the silver car. Same setup, essentially a K-series motor, same components, same bolt-on, same catch can, all that stuff. Honestly, my engine, like I thought when I first saw my engine bay in the new car with the catch can lines routed and stuff, because like, you know, aesthetics, right? I know this shit doesn't matter, but like I'm an artiste. Composition is key, right? Fucking when I looked at it at first, I was like, oh, these lines need to be rerouted. But like the lines actually look cleaner than before. Like just because like they look flush and they come around and they're like kind of resting on the catch can filters or like one of them. So like at first I thought that didn't look good, but like now that like I went back and looked at my silver car's engine bay, it kind of looks cleaner. I think the only thing I really need to do to clean up like some more lines and stuff is get a K-Tune throttle cable, because I really can't stand the way the throttle cable looks. That fucking throttle cable is just, it's all over the place. It's like coming out this side, going this way, doing this. It's like a fucking zigzag. Wig Geek says, cool, man. We can hit up Mary Mac's Tea House. Got this, says, I'll let you know when I'm down there. Cam says, it's got to sit right and look right. That's right. And I'm still debating on intake systems, you know, like I think the V2 it's completely like fine. It's a fine intake, but like, and it's like kind of like the best of both worlds because like it's not sitting in the bumper. So like even with that Hydra Shield, like I don't know, man. I don't trust it for like if it's raining and I need to drive, like go through the wrong puddle, suck up some water into a K20A, I'm gonna be pissed. Got this. So next year I'm thinking I want a Supra. What do y'all think? Trade in the excuse me. Trade in the Type R for a Supra. Build myself an EK hatch with a K20, build suspension cage, interior, etc. Well, when you say a Supra, are you talking like a fourth gen? Or are you talking about that monstrosity known as the new one? Because if you're talking about that new one, I'd say listen to the Broke Dad remix. Fuck no. I mean, think about it. You've already Cam says put a heat shield on it. Tegwa sells one. Gotcha. Because you've already put like a good amount of money into your Type R, you know? I don't know. You've already put a bunch of shit in there. You've already kind of made it your own, so I don't know. Don't go Throb Nation on me, man. Selling all your cars. Trading them out. Gato says, haha, I won't. Are you talking about the 4th gen Supra? Or are you talking about that new one? Basically, essentially the BMW Supra. Gato says, talking about the new one. Yeah, I don't think that's a Supra, honestly. If you go and watch Broke Dad's channel, he has a really good podcast live stream where he talks about the new Supra and gets it off his chest about how he feels about it. And I pretty much feel the exact same way. Let's see. Cam says he took out the wooden blocks. He had a change of heart. He's like, huh, Cam said this is unsafe, but the guy that installed it said it is. So I'll tell you why the guy that installed it put those blocks there, because Throb needed a certain clearance, and the guy was like, oh yeah, we'll just put some blocks under it. And he's not going to be there for when the fucking lift tips over or shifts and fucks up, you know? Like, yeah. Cam says the new Supra ain't no Supra. Will not be able to modify it like you could a 2J. Yeah, exactly. And it looks fucking weird. I don't like it. I don't think it's a Supra. To me, it reminds me of like a Jaguar F-Type, but like not as good. Yeah. I don't know. Something about it. I can't get on board. Like if people, like the people that doubted the FK8 Civic Type R, they're like, oh, this is not a real Type R. This is not like this looks like a weird Civic or whatever. It makes that seem like fucking child's play, you know, like the difference in body style and all that stuff. Like the new Supra is definitely not a Supra. It's something, but it's not a Supra. They're just sticking the Supra name on it to attract people, basically, which is, you know, it's kind of bullshit. I'm gonna grab a refill real quick. You guys do your thing. Chat it up.
I wasn't knocking someone's door down. I was running from that. When I got out, I was in that. I was already through that. I had that. I had the studio. I went to the studio. Went to Fox Studios. I had it all. And I looked at it. I said, this is a bigger deal than I just got out of. I don't want to take my time going to work. I got a motorcycle and a sleeping bag and 10 or 15 girls. What the hell I want to go off and go to work for? Work for what? Money? I've got all the money in the world. I'm a king, man. I run the underworld, guy. I decide who does what and where they do it at. What am I going to run around and act like I'm some kitty bopper somewhere for somebody else's money? I make the money, man. I roll the nickels. The game is mine. I deal the card.
I like my torture burning. I am the beast I worship. I close my eyes and seize it. I clench my fists and beat it. I like my torture burning. I am the beast I worship. And I don't see no one time waiting on what I'm there. I'm taking past the point of no return. Grateful like no tomorrow, cause no hell there won't be. For all who need now the struggle, the triumph and overcome. Stretch your hands, you a man that's on your head. On the wind, life begins when the sun descends. The top of you will never know. I've seen the truth beneath the glow with the heaven flow. With a beat of all, mysteries grow. Land below, so far below. The bottom line, transiting on, transition's hard. From the depths out of this old love. Suspended glances when I'm waking up. Limited gaze cast on the path that was, on the path I find. The flame was mine, right away. I'm on the rest, meant to make me shine as a testament to all the ways that the blind will never get. Ship was shake, but my disrespect. Dismiss this life, worship there. Draw bloodline of serpents, breath exhale like wells from the endless nest in the bottomless well of emptiness. Channel to above what we represent. Secret order, leading sword, a frequent body of seizing power. Heart is up, the look is down. I am one, time is gone, blue light drawn, natural dawn, sacrifice to run beyond. Deep inside, the valley come, the calm is gone. It must forge to glorify and for life adorn, with all that does to become more. I close my eyes and see it. I live my fist and see it. I light my torch and burn it. I am the beast of worship. I am the beast of worship. I close my eyes and see it. I live my fist and see it. I light my torch and burn it. I am the beast of worship. I am the beast of worship. And never go down like the ritual. Scared like psycho, jumping stars and Peloton. Flesh by dry, by a sworn. The best is fine, running forth. Flame the fire. And old and an ancient force. Enslaved this life with no remorse. This spiral storm. The flame is not. The force of earth. The force of love.
Hey, good dick. Hey, the sun's coming out. Oh man, that's great. Jamal says, got plans to record any new music soon, Shades. We're getting there, man. I know I've been saying that. Dude, I found out yesterday my guitarmanship is degraded. I might really need to step up my game. Probably get a new nut on the Deerhoof guitar and then get it set up and, you know, stuff like that. So I do want to record another album. I feel like it's going to be the most draining, fulfilling, amazing shit ever. It's going to make my bones turn into dust. Another thing I found out when I was trying to record some acoustic drums, the microphone right there, right here, something's up with it. It's fucked up. It like cuts in and out. Something's wrong with the tube box. When King says, okay, what I missed, I had to go run an IP address. I was getting some coffee. I just got back. So me and Jamal, he was asking me if I have any plans on recording any new material soon. And I do. I absolutely do. It's just, you know, we're not done with the car yet. We got shit to do. I think I'll probably start tracking when the car's getting paint and body work. When I don't have the car and I'm just stuck here all the time, that's really when I'll start tracking. Like, I'll be like, all right, get up in the morning. Jesse says, what's up? Can you give a shout out to my boss, Donnie? Donnie, the boss. Donnie Brasco, all day. What up? What's up, Jesse? Taval says, sup, you're actually up early. Dude, it's like the fourth day in a row, man. This is fourth day in a row. What are you talking about? This shit's like the norm now. But yeah, to answer your question, Jamal, there will be music soon, I promise. I don't know which direction it'll be going. Like if it'll be, you know, like really like Deerhoof, Mars Volta style, because those are some of my roots. You know, like it's kind of hard to digress from that. That sound is like ingrained in my musicianship. Not saying I pull or emulate from it, but like when I make music, I definitely like. I try to think about nothing, but somewhere along the line, I'm like, hey, that kind of sounds like Deerhoof. Hey, that kind of sounds like Mars Volta. Dude, it is like sunny. That is like sunny. Sunny, sunny. Jamal says they're great influences to have. Deerhoof and the Mars Volta. Yeah, dude, very versatile music. And Venetian snares, like that's another thing that's like a big part of me, like in terms of like samples, programming, the electronic aspect of composing. Very, very into some Venetian snares. Aaron Funk is fucking genius. Yeah, if I was trying to think of other bands that like are definitely influential, but they're kind of like on the back burner. They used to be my old influences. Definitely like some Elliott Smith, some look around. Another thing that is a huge influence is the Eternals. The Eternals is like some shit that's old influences wise, like of Montreal, Elliott Smith, fucking Santana, fucking trying to think of anything else. Frank Zappa a lot too. I mean, I'm still really influenced by Frank Zappa, but I don't listen to as much Frank Zappa as I used to. When I first found Frank Zappa, like almost 10 years ago, man, I used to listen to nothing but Frank Zappa. And now, like, I don't know, I don't listen to him as much. It's not that I don't like him. It's just that he has so much material. I find myself listening to like the same fucking, you know, 20 songs, and he has like 1,000 songs. So if you only listen to 20 songs out of 1,000, it's kind of like, you know, I used to sit down and listen to his records cover to cover. Jamal says I've been listening to a band called Slowdive. Some dope. Yeah, it's like shoegazy type music. Yeah, Slowdive's like OG for that. Slowdive's definitely a good band. The Eternals, man, fucking like this shit is like, where's it at? There it is. Like this shit right here is just so much energy.
It evolves. We've been around for a few. Yeah, like that. And that's very interesting. I renounce all lessons they taught. Watching them on the blackboard they thought. Memorize all the words that they wrote.
Killing it. Jamal says, what's running an IP address? How you track people's internet activity. We all have an IP address. It's like a phone number, essentially. You know, it's like your internet phone number. That's how you track people. Because Wing is James Bond. that odd time. Wiki says checking a person's web IP address to locate them. Jamal says, oh, cool. Winking says Winking is into doxing. Doxing? Do you mean boxing? I was looking to see if D and B are on the same, like, near like each other on the keyboard. Kinda. Not really. Are you talking about he's a detective boxer? He's a doxer. Where are we at? Chat disappeared. Jamal says Wilder versus Fury December 1st. Fuck. I cannot wait to see that. Fucking bomb squad. Exactly, Jamal. Gata says, I gotta buy a timing belt kit and a water pump for the WRX. Not easy to find the best one. Doxing means looking people up and posting their addresses so the public can find them. Oh, okay, gotcha. Never heard that. Never. Winking says, LOL, nope, it's part of my job. True story. Winking says, who you got in the fight, Jay? Me personally, if it's a quick fight, obviously it's gonna be a fucking it's gonna be a Wilder victory. I'm pretty sure. But I think if it goes the distance, like it goes all 12 rounds and it's a points match, Fury has a chance of winning if he can last 12 rounds, maybe, depending on the outcome of like punch count and all that shit. But if it's gonna be a knockout, it's gonna be Wilder knocking Tyson Fury the fuck out. Pretty sure of that. If he lands a good punch, dude, it's over. That shit is like the Grim Reaper, dude. He hits you the right way, you're fucking done. Yeah, Jamal says Wilder. True story. Dude, because it's like world's greatest puncher versus like, you know, one of the best boxers, like actual fighters, you know, techniques. But technique is footwork, technique is, you know, endurance, resilience, agility, you know, mental power, all that stuff. But like, that doesn't negate the fact that somebody is a fucking power puncher. Just like, it's like, it's kind of like, you guys ever seen the movie Snatch? Like the jewel thief, like, you know, fighting over the diamond, all that shit. And like Brad Pitt's this pikey gypsy character. He's a bare knuckle boxer. So he fights against Gorgeous George. And, you know, obviously Gorgeous George is this huge motherfucker, big fat motherfucker, super tank mode. Looks like he could fuck Brad Pitt up any day. And he does, like, you know, he starts fucking with him. Brad Pitt doesn't show him that he's like legit. And he lets him throw him around a bit. And he's like, you know, he's calling him a fat fucker and all this stuff. And he's like, you better stay down. Next time you're not coming back up. Then the motherfucker Brad Pitt takes his shirt off. Literally just like looks like a fucking Tai Chi judo master or something. Just takes one punch, hits him in the right spot, and fucking like breaks his neck and knocks him fucking out cold. They think he's dead. Shit is crazy. You guys never seen Snatch? Funny ass movie. But yeah, it's the benefit of the doubt, you know. But in this case, Deontay Wilder isn't like some like 5'9" fucking Brad Pitt. He's like a big 6 foot, 6'7" or however tall he is. That motherfucker's huge. Jamal says, only concern I have is Fury has the ability to play mind games, put some people off their focus. He's awkward, but I still got Wilder. Fury is not the same fighter that beat Klitschko. True story, man. I believe it. Yeah, that's what I mean by like better, like crazy ass fighter. Like Fury's definitely a really good fighter. That's what I mean by like resilience and agility. Like not just physical agility, but like it's like Tai Chi or like some like Bruce Lee shit. Like the ability to assess a situation and know 5 moves ahead what to do. It's like jujitsu and all that shit. Can't believe the sun came out, man. It's awesome. I'm ready to pull out this garage and fuck shit up. Woo, woo, woo. Damn, I said this stream was going to go 30 minutes or an hour. We're already at like almost an hour and 20 minutes. Good God. Probably going to wrap up shop here in a little bit. Anyone got any other topics or questions or any of that? What's going on? It'll be nice to get Christian his motor. I'm excited to be done with it, you know, get the motor to him. I'm kind of, you know, over the fact of the flood. I want to absolve all remnants and memories, tangible evidence of this flood. That's how I feel. I'm not even kidding. The memory will remain, but all relics of the flood. I don't know. Kind of like, what the fuck? Oh, yeah. Well, I guess I'm going to close up shop, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll keep you guys posted. Be on the lookout for a lengthy-ass first drive. Y'all get to see with the car and all that stuff. I would live stream, but I feel like it's kind of like, you know, I feel like it's kind of not, one, it's not as good quality, and 2, it's like, you know, camera phone shaking. It's just, you know, I want to do it quality. Jabal says, later, y'all. Have a good day, Shades. You too, man. Thanks for stopping in. Good music talk, good boxing talk, good car talk. True story. Y'all take it easy. Happy Friday. Be y'all.